just a dream, just all in my head. Floating rivers upstream, the things that you said. Tell me and be honest, tell me did you know that you would believe in me just like the winners know? Tell me and be honest, tell me should I've known that you'd believe in me? So painfully quiet and slow.
Good morning and welcome to the Fibreboundpodcast. My name is Ali and this is a podcast predominantly about knitting, but today I'm taking you on an adventure. We are going to head to Fibre Feast, which is Adelaide's biggest yarn festival of the year. It happens in March each year and I am so excited to bring you along with me again. Well, not again. I have recorded snippets before, but I've never done a vlog about this. So I thought that I would try to vlog a little bit today, see what I can capture and show you the amazingness of this yarn festival. I am not affiliated with the organising committee or anything like that. I just love attending this event every March. So, a little bit out of breath. I'm ready to go. I've got to go pick my mum up on the way and then we will be festival ready. It's actually started raining a little bit this morning, which is really good. We've had a very dry summer. So I'm hoping it's not raining down in the city where we're heading to, but it is raining up here, which is brilliant. So good for the gardens. So excited. Such a good day. Happy Sunday. It is, I forgot to say, it is Sunday the 2nd of March. So it is the start of autumn here in Adelaide, Australia. And I am really looking forward to seeing a little bit more rainfall coming over the next few months. Everything is so dry. But let's get on to the yarny stuff. I'll try to show you around where I can.
My guitar, it lets her town. I drew my heart and let her walk. But I felt things were better now. I belong in your arms. Got a paper cup full of wine. I played a Charles Bridge on her side, with your hand resting under mine. Hope I'm not so out of line. Your point of view, different taste. Walking slow, bumpy pace. Cause you know we can fall in love. This moment's all it takes. Autumn leaves falling down. Suddenly it's over now. But you know we'll fall in slowly. You take my breath away between the sheets. My body's weak when you're around and I don't know how you do. Can you play the tunes we used to? Just stop the time and listen, babe. Live high, fly to the moon. Take a second, rewrite the stars. Be my sweetheart, you're ever glowing, babe. Can you feel my love from afar? Now I'm back, see the New York signs. Body numb, just passing time. But I keep my head up high. All my friends tell me I'll be fine. It's too late to stumble now. Tune into the little sounds. But you know we'll fall in slowly. You take my breath away between the sheets. My body's weak when you're around and I don't know how you do. Can you play the tunes we used to? Just stop the time and listen, babe. Live high, fly to the moon. Take a second, rewrite the stars. Be my sweetheart, you're ever glowing, babe. Can you feel my love from afar? Live high, fly to the moon. Take a second, rewrite the stars. Be my sweetheart, you're ever glowing, babe. Can you feel my love from afar?
It was such a wonderful day. I feel like I was very restrained at this yarn festival compared to usual, but I did come home with some things. And I still spent more than I wanted to, but everything has a purpose. So that's how I'm justifying the purchases this time. My hair's all disheveled. I just literally walked in the door, thought I'd set the camera up because I have to do family things now. But I wanted to close this vlog off and just talk about some of the things I bought and what I bought them for. And some of the other things that I got because people are amazing and so generous. So the first thing that I'll show you that someone gave me was this amazing little stitch marker by Dear Prue. I don't know if you can see it in the little bag there. It's a little teapot and teacup set. I think it's upside down. I should probably take it out. There it is. It's very cute. It's a little acrylic stitch marker there. Perfect cozy vibes on this little stitch marker. I'm really very happy with it. It's very cute. So that was given to me by Prue from Dear Prue. She was at the festival today. She is a local designer, knitting teacher, knitrepreneur. She had a post on Instagram last night actually about the term knitrepreneur and how it sort of encompasses all the various things that she does in the yarn world. And yeah, so she came armed with a gift for people that she saw, which was really sweet. And then I went past one of my favorite Adelaide yarn dyers booth, Nicole from Cola Girl Collective, and she gave me this gorgeous little progress keeper. Isn't it adorable? It's a little avocado. I think it's so cute. So that is really sweet. I'll be using that in projects for sure. I love a little progress keeper and I think this one is super cute. So that was very cool. And then out of the things that I bought, I didn't buy much, as I said, but I feel like everything that I bought, I'm really happy with. The first yarn that I purchased today was from Half Baked Hand Dyed. Danny came over all the way from Victoria, just near sort of between Melbourne and Bendigo she lives. So a good 8-hour or so drive to vend at our Fibre Feast this year. I met Danny for the first time at Bendigo last year and it was just such a pleasure to see her here in Adelaide, and I picked up this beautiful yarn from her. So the self-striping DK sock is in the colour Whitaker. It is a superwash merino, 75% and 25% nylon. Yeah, so very happy with this, and I got a matching mini to go with it for heels, toes and cuffs. I am focusing a lot on making socks for my husband and my oldest son at the moment, and my husband in particular likes a really long leg, so I find with a DK wet yarn it's really handy to have a mini to go with it. There's a bit of fluff on it probably from the bag and the other things that I had in there, but yeah, that's the first purchase, which is very intentional. And then the second thing that I bought were actually these moth blocks. I got 4 of these and I'm going to put them around my shelves and cupboards to prevent any, well, as a preventative measure really. I have not had moths in this house and I want to keep it that way. I have a lot of yarn here, so it's nice to be extra vigilant with these things. So these are by Dovedale Creations, and like I said, I've got 4 of them. They're sort of they're in this little pouch at the moment, but I think the actual, once I take it out, it's like a little hessian or something. Let's open it up. Yeah, they're a little baggy. Yeah, so you just pop that. Not sure what NL stands for. I didn't ask about that. Natural lavender? I'm guessing. Totally guessing. But it smells like lavender. I don't know. I never asked what the NL stood for. But they're moth blocks. Natural moth repellent. So very excited to get these in the cupboard. And then the next thing that I purchased were actually some tea towels from Ollie's Girls. Now I get their tea towels. This is the 3rd year that I've got them, I think. They're hand woven tea towels, I think out of yarn that's been produced by them. I'm not 100% sure if the tea towels are. I know they definitely had some blankets that were completely, everything was by hand. Yeah. So I got these tea towels, and they're a cotton, and they're just lovely. Hand woven and really nice. I figure they'll be really nice for the kitchen or for the caravan maybe. I'll see where they end up, but I got a couple of those. And then I got some more sock yarn. Every time I go to a yarn festival or even a market and Craft by Bella store is vending, I will always go visit Bella. Bella is just lovely. She's a very young local indie dyer. She's been dyeing since I think she was around 16, and I feel like I've been following her journey since she started pretty much. So I have quite a bit of her yarn, and every time I see her I try to support her and pick something up. So this time I got this one. It's a DK weight sock yarn again. 8-ply sock yarn, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, and this is the colorway Rainfall. Just love the sort of greys and the browns in there. And I thought maybe socks for my husband or my son again, but it might also make a really nice hat. Haven't fully decided, so maybe not as intentional as I thought, but either way, beautiful colorway. She's changed her DK weight sock base, so it feels a little bit different to the other ones that I purchased last year, but I really like it. I think it will be quite well wearing. The other ones were really super soft, which is absolutely lovely, but with the way my husband, there's a flyaway, the way my husband wears socks, it's probably better he has something with a bit more longevity in it. So very happy with that. And then the last thing I purchased was actually my only real plan for the festival this year. My friend Vera, who I met in Bendigo last year for the first time, has designed a pattern specifically for the Bendigo project, which I'll link down below. And there are a group of patterns that local Australian designers have prepared to be released next week actually, and we're encouraged to knit one or more of those patterns if we're going to Bendigo. And so I've chosen to knit Vera's pattern, which is the long paddock jumper. I might try to pop an image on the side here. And I was just going to pick some yarn from Stash to make it, and then last night I was scrolling Instagram and saw that the yarn company with which Vera designed the pattern was vending at the Fibre Feast festival today. So I thought I better visit them and see if I can find something to make this jumper with instead. And so I got some alpaca allure. This is an alpaca and recycled sari silk blend in 8-ply or DK weight. And it has all these lovely little speckles through it. I hope you can see that. I can tell that this lighting might be blowing things out a bit, but hopefully that's looking okay. So I got 6 of these. Actually, let's go this way. I got 6 of these to make the long paddock jumper. Cover my face up and then you can see them all. And I'm very excited to start swatching with this yarn. Oh, there's some gorgeous speckles. I don't know if you can see the pink in one of those, but wow, so nice. So I'm super excited to start swatching. The pattern will be officially released next week. I think next Saturday, the 8th of March. Hopefully this is up before then. But I just couldn't resist getting yarn from the company with which she designed the pattern with. Her design is in the 100% alpaca yarn. This is a blend, but I was told by one of the producers there that the silk content is very minor, maybe 5% or so, very tiny silk content, so it shouldn't affect the properties of the alpaca too much. But this is just lovely. It smells really good too. So that is all that I purchased today. So I'm really happy with that. I think that is something achievable in terms of me being able to use it relatively quickly, because I tend to go to these festivals, buy a lot of things, have a lot of grand plans about the 10 sweaters I might make, and then I can't knit that fast because I work full-time and have a family. So this will be amazing. So that was a really good day. I'm really happy that I got to meet a lot of wonderful people. I got to meet local friends as well as interstate visitors. There were quite a few interstaters visiting today, which was amazing. And then Mum and I went out for lunch, which I think I may have already shown you some footage of, or I'll show it overlaid with this. I'm not sure how I'll edit this together. But while we were at lunch, Mum worked on her love note, which I thought about wearing today, which I should also mention what I'm wearing. I'm actually wearing my mini mock neck tank by Jessie Maed Designs, which I finished in January. And I absolutely love this. I'm seeing in this light, it's a bit see-through, but I think that's just the way that this light's shining on me right now. But I'm really happy with it. The fit is amazing. The yarn was beautiful to work with. I used a Fiddlesticks Pepin 4-ply that I purchased from Yarn Trader last year, and I'm really happy with it. One of my favorite knits probably ever. I just found the process so enjoyable from cast on to cast off. It was really fun to knit. It's like a big sock, but not a sock. Yeah, it was great. I really enjoyed it. And the other top that I considered wearing this morning was my summer weight love note that I finished around the same time, that just before I started this or just after I started this. And Mum's working on hers at the moment, but I was working on a new test knit that I thought I'd just quickly mention, because I have not been very good at releasing podcasts recently. So I'll just give you a bit of an update on my current whip that I am completely obsessed with. So this is my Fresno Chunky cardigan. I'm test knitting this for Knitonomy or Magdalena Parker, and I am really enjoying this. So this is my first cabled project in a very long time. I have done cables before, but it has been a while, and I'm just trying to find, oh, there it is. So the yarn I'm actually using is something that I purchased or was gifted through Lincraft a couple of years ago when I did some promotional work for them. And it's the Maker Luxe or Soft and Luxe yarn. It is an Aran weight yarn, and it is blended. So the blend is 52% merino, 48% acrylic. But according to the label, it's not superwash. It does say hand wash only, no washing machine, no dryer. So I wonder if the wool content is natural wool. It seems unusual in some ways, but I certainly am not going to risk popping it in the machine to test that theory out. But this is my gauge swatch here, and that has been washed and blocked, so you can see how it's sort of the yarn relaxes after washing and blocking. And yeah, really happy with it. This pattern will be released sometime in April, so my deadline is early April for this one. And I started this a couple of nights ago. So it's the back neck. It is a drop shoulder design. It's quite oversized, so we'll see how I feel about that. I generally don't knit things too oversized because I just feel like I swim in them a little bit. But I was really interested in testing this pattern because I really want to knit a lot more cabled sweaters this year. And I thought, what better way to get refamiliarized with cable knitting than doing it on something quite chunky. And yeah, it's really enjoyable. I'm really liking it. A very fun pattern. There is, I think, a Fresno light that is either in testing or maybe has already been released. I can't recall. If I get a chance to, I'll share it either on the screen or in the description box below. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. The Progress Keeper I'm using here is actually one that I made a couple of years ago with some polymer clay. And yeah, oh, the needles I'm using. It's been a while since I've done this, so I've forgotten about all these little details. I'm actually using my C-Knit needles. I picked these up from this Lush Corner earlier this year, this set, and I'm really loving them. They're the C-Knit Curve, so they have a bit of a tapered join, which means that the project or the yarn doesn't get caught on this join as much as I think their old version may have. I didn't really experience that much with the needles that I had. I had a couple of their pre-curve Kashitsu needles, and I was really happy with them. But when these curves came out, it was when I was sort of ready to buy a bigger set. So yeah, that's my Fresno sweater chunky. I think it is called, or Fresno sweater something. It's not chunky, it's an Aran weight, but it is certainly a bigger gauge than one of her other versions of that design. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope you are enjoying what you're knitting. I hope that if you've had a chance to go to any knitting festivals or spend time with knitting friends, that you've had an amazing time. And I will catch you in the next episode. What that will be, I'm not sure right now. Might be another vlog, might be a proper sit down podcast. That is the aim, to do that very soon. I've got lots more things to tell you about. Take care, happy knitting, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye. I live in a moment when you're